Yo. Yo, what? Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. I want y'all to pull up a chair, grab some snacks, your food or beverage of choice. Enjoy the video, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. So welcome. I hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all having a great day. And welcome. Welcome to the Hate Watch. Welcome to the Hate Watch, right? So, you know, let me just explain what the Hate Watch is, right? So on my last video where I talked about the Clippers, in the opening minutes of that video, I just spoke about some teams I didn't want to see win the championship, right? Spoke about the Warriors, spoke about the Celtics, spoke about the Nuggets. The video was about the Clippers. Throw them in there too. I didn't want them to see the win. I did not want them to win the championship. Put it like that. Here we are. What do all those teams have in common right now? All four of those teams, the Clippers, the Nuggets, the Warriors, the Celtics. What do all four of those teams have in common right now? Go ahead. They not in the playoffs no more. They not in the playoffs no more. You know what I'm saying? Wow, this is a great feeling right now. This is like the end of Infinity War with Thanos won. We snapped everybody away. Well, not everybody, but you get what I'm saying, right? So, why are you so happy, Armani? Your Lakers are out the playoffs, right? Y'all got eliminated in the first round. Talk about the Lakers. That's all I've been hearing for the past couple of days, right? Where's the video? But where the Lakers? Why are you not talking about the Lakers? Well, you want to talk about the Lakers? Let's talk about the Lakers, right? Let's talk about the Lakers. Let's talk about what we did this season, right? So, first, we got Bronny James, right? That whole situation. We got JJ Redick, and honestly, did a phenomenal job. I didn't expect him to do the job that he did, right? Went from podcasting with Braun. Went from podcasting with Braun, you know, to being his coach. Took us to the playoffs. We won 50 games. Did we win 50 games? We won 50 games. We won 50 games this season. Third place in the Western Conference. Made it to the first round of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like to take moral victories. You feel me? Yeah, we made it to playoffs. Cool. So what? We got eliminated at 5, right? And here's the thing. Since we on that topic real quick, right? I just hate when teams and fan bases, when they do this, right? Oh, well, we made it further than y'all. We made it to the conference finals. We made it to the finals. Y'all got eliminated in the first round. Did y'all win the championship, though? No. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about right now? Y'all didn't win the championship. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, sorry, you know, let's go back to the Lakers, right? Like I said, JJ Redick did an unbelievable job, right? LeBron is getting up there in age. We clearly seen it. I say this year in particular, we clearly seen a little bit of decline. There's plenty of times where I bet on LeBron for 20 and Sun finished with like 17. FanDuel, sponsor me. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But after that Luka trade, we got Luka. We got one of the best players in the league. He didn't show it this season. You know, he wasn't in the top 5. A lot of people say that he wasn't in the top 5 this season. And that's okay. A lot of criticism towards him. Come back stronger next season. Get in the weight room, train, condition, or do all that stuff. Come back next season. We're going to build the team around you. We're going to build the team around you. Braun, about to be out the door next season. You know, but let me just finish this part up. Since y'all, well, actually, no. Y'all want me to talk about the Lakers, right? So I'm talking about them, right? So when we made that trade, we gave away Anthony Davis, our best defender, right? And we had Jackson Hayes in the paint. We didn't even play him that much in the playoffs. So what did Minnesota do? They attacked the mismatch. They attacked our weakness. And what happened? They beat us in 5. I'm not mad about that. I like Ant-Man. Ant-Man, the legend killer, like my son Randy Orton. You feel me? So I spoke about them. You happy now? But let's talk about everybody else, though. Because this is the hate watch, right? Clippers, I don't really got to say too much about them. Check out my last video. If you want me to, if you want to hear about that, check out my last video, right? The Nuggets. Let's talk about the Nuggets. Let's talk about the Nuggets. Oh. Out of the 4 teams I mentioned, I was hating on the Nuggets, praying on their downfall. Praying on their downfall for obvious reasons. Now, don't get me wrong, right? Jokic is so talented. Jokic is extremely talented. And how good he is, and my Lakers team going up against him reminds me a lot of when we used to play Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan used to cook us all the time, but you can't do nothing about it because he's just so good. Jamal Murray is the one who I have a problem with. He's the one I have a problem with. Yeah. He only played good against the Lakers. Him and Michael P. Jordan. But, you know, the Nuggets kind of threw all away. I don't want to say threw all away, but they gave away some of the stuff that made them really good. Like their bench pieces that they had when they won a championship. You know what I'm saying? Now you're relying on just Jokic and vibes to win you games. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I watched Jokic get clamped up by Alex Caruso. The Thunder Boys had them in a pack. Remember the Lion King when he killed Mufasa? That's what that looked like. Every time son touched the ball, yo. So, but that let me know that Jokic he's human. Jokic is human. But the Nuggets, though, that man got 3 MVPs, 1 championship. And let's talk about all the teams that he beat. Kind of inferior to the Nuggets. Let's talk about it, right? Kind of inferior. I'm just saying. Look at 2023. I hate to use this excuse because my boy Ernest always uses this excuse, but I'm going to use this excuse, right? Beat the Lakers, that was a playing team. Beat the Miami Heat, that was a playing team. Am I wrong? Am I lying? StatMuse came out with it. If I find it, I'm going to put it up on the screen. But that's an eyeball raiser. You know what I'm saying? Eyebrow raiser. You feel me? I'm just saying. So now, what do, right? MPJ, nah. Aaron Gordon, the 3 people you keep on the Denver Nuggets, Jokic, Murray, maybe, and Aaron Gordon. I'm so glad they got put in the pack. I just hate that we couldn't beat them, yo. I just hate that we was only able to beat them 2 times in like the past 3 seasons, which is crazy, but they're beatable. They are beatable. On to the next team, man. The Warriors. Let's talk about the Warriors, right? So I have some notes just to keep me on task and everything. I don't want to keep jumping all over the place. But this is a rant. This is a hate watch. You know what I'm saying? So if you watch this, I appreciate it. I appreciate you, right? So if Curry won a championship this year, that conversation between him and Braun was going to get real uncomfortable. Real uncomfortable. Steph Curry finishing with 5 and Braun finishing with 4? Whoa. That ain't crazy. Just saying. But them trading for Jimmy Butler was a desperate move. I mean, it did benefit them. But now, here's the thing. These players are getting old and the team is getting expensive. Draymond Green, y'all should have got rid of him when y'all had the chance. Because he's digging himself a bigger hole than it already is. Y'all see the stuff he be doing? I'm not even going to go too much into that. But I'm glad the Warriors are out of here. You feel me? Steph Curry, I think that might have, well, actually, let me not say that. Let me move on to the next team. Who we got? Oh, last but not least. This is kind of what inspired me to do the video. Well, besides the Nuggets losing, but this is the icing on the cake. This is the cherry on top. The Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics. Who could beat the Celtics? That's all I was hearing all day. This team is good, but they can't beat the Celtics. Look what happened. I couldn't believe it either. I'll be honest with you. I had the Celtics winning at 5. But the Knicks, whoa. Nobody seen that coming. This playoffs has been cinema. Unbelievable. Cinema. The curveballs, yo. But I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that in a second. But the Celtics, first off, fuck Boston. And the click they clean. Sincerely, a Lakers fan. But get well soon, Jason Tatum. That brother was hooping. He was about to put 50 on the Knicks. Now, not saying that the Celtics are going to win the series because I think it was probably already too late. But congratulations to the Knicks, yo. Congratulations to the Knicks, yo. But I am so grateful that the CBA was going to break up that Boston Celtics team because I couldn't stand them. I couldn't stand them, bro. I couldn't stand him. But Tatum, that injury's going to have him out for like maybe 2 seasons, maybe. Big chunk, definitely a big chunk of next season. And Jaylen Brown, now I'm hearing trade rumors about Jaylen Brown. Y'all trade away y'all finals MVP? That's sick. That's kind of sick right there. But pack the boys up. Fuck Boston. You feel me? Here we are, right? Here we are. We got 4 teams. Conference finals. You have the Knicks. The last time they won the championship was back in the 70s. My mom and dad wasn't even here. You got the Pacers. I don't think never won the chip. The Wolves never won the chip. And the Thunder, I think what? Sonics? I think way back. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But we got 4 new faces. One of these teams, one of these players, Brunson, Shea, Ant-Man, and Hallie, they all about to get their first ring. And that's kind of crazy. And I don't know how I feel about that because as a Lakers fan, of course, I would love for us to win. We won 17 championships. But, yo, it shows you that the league is changing. Dynasties are really not a thing no more. You know, the last, 7 years, there's been a new champion every single year. Especially with the new CBA, like I just mentioned, the CBA was going to eventually break up the Boston Celtics. So the odds of teams repeating is very difficult. If I had to choose of who I want to win, I want Ant-Man to win. I like Ant-Man. Like I said, he the legend killer like my son Randy Orton, you feel me? But if the Knicks win the championship, oh my God. Take that back. If the Knicks go to the NBA Finals, the city's going to cave in. Y'all see the way New York was looking the other night? Y'all see the way? They're going to get the National Guard if they didn't already. But all in all, though, I appreciate y'all watching this video. Like I said, it's the hate watch. It's the hate watch. You know what I'm saying? The Nuggets, K. Celtics, K. Clippers, K. Warriors, K. So, appreciate y'all for tuning in to my hate watch. Hope you enjoyed yourselves, right? Like, comment, subscribe. Let's talk about some of the stuff in the comments. Hit me up. I'll drop my socials in the comments. I mean, in the description or whatever. But that's all. Y'all be good.